Indeed, welcome to another episode of the discussion. You are now rocking with the bad guy CJ Dub, aka Captain K Man, alongside my esteemed colleague. You know he is the self-proclaimed good guy. This is Mr. Facts himself, Mr. Edel, man.
You already know, man. So look, I'm in the building. I'm ready to challenge my guy today, man. And I'm ready to get this discussion, man, and bring it to light, man, because it must be heard. So that's why we here today.
That's how you feeling?
That's how I'm feeling today, baby.
Okay. How was your day, though?
Oh, man, my day was actually excellent. Day was actually excellent, man.
And what made it excellent, sir?
Well,
if I can ask that.
It was a little easier than earlier in the week. It was kind of a hard early week, tough early week. You know what I'm saying? A lot of work, a lot of things to be done.
Okay. Well, you look like you persevered. You made it through it.
I'm feeling like Remy Monjo right now, man. I'm all the way up. You know what I mean?
You look real healthy, vibrant.
Oh man, yo,
you look a
it's got to be the neck bones and egg noodles.
You look younger today for some reason, man.
Come on, man.
You know
Stop
what I'm saying?
it, man. Stop
Yo,
it,
how
man.
old are you again? 20, 27, 28?
I'm like 24. You know what I mean? Rock with your boy. You know what I mean? I'm cute too. You know what I mean?
Cute.
I'm cute too. You know what I mean?
Hey,
I'm so handsome.
Well, I'm not gonna go that far with it, but I mean, you look pretty good today, man. You know what I mean? As far as all that cute
I appreciate
shit,
it, bro. I appreciate it, bro.
the extra stuff you talking about, I don't know.
I appreciate it, man.
But you know who I appreciate?
Who that?
I appreciate everybody in the comment section.
Okay.
And if it's your first time tuning in, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell so you get the notifications each and every time we drop new content.
That's right.
And by the way, you know what I'm about to ask?
It's there. It's up there, man.
Is the PayPal pinned above?
Already, man. You already know, bro.
Okay, the PayPal is pinned above. So if you feel charity in your heart, you feel inclined to make a pledge to go towards worthy causes like hoodies for the homeless, please use the PayPal. And if you don't have PayPal, you can also do it via Cash App at $CJ Dove and $23.
A Rick, which is the only time you get to say my real name, man. But look, in this instance, man, I want y'all to go ahead and donate, man, because look, we got homeless people out here, man. It's getting ready to get cold, and we want to support the people out here in the community, man. And your donations are going straight to the people in the streets and in the community, man. So y'all donate to the show, man. Y'all donate, man, via PayPal, Cash App, man. We here, man. So shout out to everybody out there. Rock with your boys, man.
Hey, that's dope, man. That's dope.
Already, man, you know what I'm saying? It's a community thing, man. We got to take care of the community. We got to look out for the community. You know what I'm saying? We're not just building a platform or doing this to say we got something, or just, you know what I'm saying? We're here to help, you know what I'm saying? We're here to support the people in the community.
No doubt, absolutely. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? You ready to, get into the meat and potatoes of the show?
Well, look, you know I got to have it, baby. I got to have it. So, I got to have that classic of the day, man. So what you got for your boy today?
Yo, classic of the day comes from a legend.
A legend in these streets?
An icon.
All right.
He was indeed the first MC signed to the groundbreaking label Def Jam.
Woo! I know who you got, son.
He comes from Queens, New York.
Yes, indeed. He licks his lips a lot.
Farmers Boulevard.
There you go, baby.
You know what I'm saying? And if you don't know who we talking about today, man, yo, we talking about Uncle LL.
Yo, so rock with Uncle L, man. Uncle L is out here, man.
You know what I'm saying? So how you feeling about LL, man?
Man, you know I love LL, man. You know when he had that whole situation when he was leaving Def Jam and he made that GOAT album. That was his 10th album, The GOAT. And when he made
was
that,
it 10?
I think it was number 10. I want to say, I'm not certain, but I think it was number 10. When he made that album GOAT, and everybody was like, nah, L ain't this, man. L ain't that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, L is that dude, bro. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying?
LL is that guy.
He's that guy.
He's
man.
always been that guy.
He always been that guy. And see, something just like the point C was making on the show last night. I'm just saying, the dudes rocking with him, but guess what? He got the bras rocking with him too. They love Kane, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm so smooth, you know what I'm saying? No matter what you throw.
But being that you brought that up, shout out to my brother Bad C, yo, that's the homie right there. That's my big bro. But the same thing that made Kane a lot of dudes was turned off by that. You know what I mean? When Kane chose to do records with Barry White and...
Well, I'm saying when he went that far, but I'm just saying he still had his faithful fans, but I'm just saying...
Well, all I'm saying is this.
Now,
this is KRS-One we talking about.
Right.
So if KRS-One chose to highlight the fact that Kane was a sellout and did it in a lyrical way on that versus stage,
right,
that would be nuts.
That would be nuts.
And that was the only thing I was seeing the scene. If that happened to go down like that, like the same thing that Kane could get the edge for could be the same thing that hurt him at the same time. If it's done correctly.
I don't know, man. I mean, he could do all that, but still, you know, the chicks run the world, you know what I'm saying, right now. And you gotta go with the chicks, man, because they running it, man.
Hold on. You talking too much. So let's get back to LL, because you're taking it to a whole nother place. This right here, this was like one of my favorite all-time LL records. It kind of flies under the radar when you talk about LL, but I can remember this summer, this song was getting heavy rotation, my Uncle C.
Right.
And the record I'm gonna give y'all today, classic of the day, is LL Cool J, and this is Pink Cookies in a plastic bag, getting crushed by buildings.
Sure. I don't got nothing bad to say about Uncle L, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, LL is, it's like, you know what I mean?
Bad brother, though.
This is what it comes down to, man. Like, let's be clear about this, man. Music is subjective, right?
Right.
And so if that's the case, there is no clear-cut GOAT. There is no greatest.
You're right. You're right, but it's just an argument worth having. It's just like the conversation. It's just a driver. It's just a conversation driver.
So I'll just say this: when it comes to LL Cool J, if somebody said LL Cool J is the greatest rapper of all time, I have no problem with that.
Right.
He has the credentials. He has the catalog. He has the skill set to make that claim, and I have no issue.
Right.
He got the classic albums under his belt.
Right.
He is a GOAT.
Absolutely.
Shout out to LL.
Shout out to Uncle L, man, because Uncle L is that guy, man. You know what I'm saying? We need to start recognizing people like that in hip hop, man. Uncle L is that guy. You know what I'm saying? So I have nothing bad to say about Uncle L, like I said, man. You know, he's that guy.
That's a whole fact right there. So, you know, salute to the legends, to the icons in the hip hop culture. It's our job, our obligation, our duty to give the credit where it's due. Absolutely, man. So look, man, with the topic today, man, look, let's just give us some, this is a perfect segue, man, to get into the topic. The first topic, which is, what do you want to do? Which topic you want to hit first, man? It don't even...
Because you know, once we get on one, it may take the whole show.
It don't even matter, man. But the one that was the most intriguing to me was this story with the, you know, gun being found in the backpack of a kindergarten student.
Yeah. What do you mean, like at school? He had that gun in school.
Yes, he took the gun to school.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, that is a very, very intriguing story.
Absolutely.
I'm curious to see like how that played out, like what happened. You got the story up, right?
Yes, the story is up.
Okay, let's just give the people a little bit of this story and what happened.
Let me see. This is via the News and Observer of out of Raleigh, North Carolina. Loaded gun was found inside kindergarten's backpack at North Carolina school. A teacher found a loaded gun inside the kindergartner's backpack, sparking an investigation in North Carolina, officials said. The handgun was discovered Monday morning at Tanglewood Elementary School in Lumberton, roughly 95 miles south of Raleigh, according to public schools of Robeson County.
Robinson County.
Robinson County.
Yeah, I know what that is.
Okay. District administrators are deeply troubled by this incident due to the age of the student and what could have taken place if the teacher did not take the proper action once discovering the handgun. This is via district spokesperson Glenn Burnett. And she made this statement via email. Robeson County officials expect charges to be filed in connection with the incident, which Lumberton Police Department are investigating. According to district officials, A representative for the police department didn't immediately respond to McClatchy's news request for comment on Wednesday morning. So basically they're withholding the information until.
Because it's a minor.
Because it's a minor.
Okay.
We encourage all the parents that own firearms to please take the necessary precautions and store your weapons in secure locations that are out of reach of our students. The weapon found in the book bag was the fourth loaded gun discovered on the Robeson County District's campuses since the start of the school year.
What? The fourth?
The fourth.
This is an elementary school we're talking about now.
Well, it didn't say all of them came from the elementary school.
Okay, just in that district.
In that district.
Okay, I was about to say, man, whoa, man.
Since the start of the school year. Right. 2 were at Lumberton Senior High School, and 1 was in a car outside of Purnell Sweat High School. Man. Elementary student took a half. No, that's another story. I'm sorry. So basically, they limited the information given. It didn't say what kind of handgun it was, who the student was, who the parents was, so forth and so on. It's disturbing.
It is. It really is.
This is very disturbing, and I'm still trying to process that.
Man,
what is your immediate reaction?
A kindergartner.
Right.
See, my thing is, we're talking about. We just talked about another story about another kid killing his mom on Instagram. Was it the dad's gun or somebody, the boyfriend's gun or somebody? I'm not sure.
Yes, that's what it was.
Right? So quote me if I'm wrong. So look, I'm thinking about that from that perspective. I'm thinking about like the unsafety of this. Right? This kid could have killed himself or others on the bus or his classmates or anybody, right?
Absolutely.
So look, as much as we may say, and we may try to find a way around it, oh, it's not parenting, he shouldn't have been in this, no, it's parenting. A part of that is parenting. Look, you providing safety in your home for yourself and your children is called parenting. Right? So if you put your gun in a closet in a shoebox and your son found it, that's not good parenting. Right? If you know it's a kindergartner now, and we know how smart they are, and they have their ways of weaseling their way into, a little trouble. You know what I mean? Here and there, we're talking about children, right? Yeah. So look, they mimic what you do. They see what you do. They're watching what you're doing. If your child sees you with a firearm, see where you place your firearm, all these things like that. To that, that's the only point I want to drive home, because parents have to be responsible when their kids do things like this, and we try to get around it and say, no, it's not the parents' fault. Little Teddy he just was a peculiar little kid. No. Listen, put your weapons up. Put them up high in a high space. Put them in a lock box with the key.
Right.
This is how you store your firearm. Don't leave your firearms out or fall asleep with your firearms. I don't know if you're drinking or whatever you may be partying, why you left your firearm out.
Right.
But that's not a good look, man. And I do think that the parents should be held accountable in this specific situation. I mean, look, there's no other way to put it around parenting. I'm not blaming no kindergarten child for taking a gun to school.
Well, a lot of it has to do with the parents.
I think all of it.
Which takes me back to my childhood. We were always into something. I can remember one summer staying with my grandmother, and I'm just using this for example,
right?
Because depending on the situation. I can remember my grandfather having his shotgun shells laying around. Well, he didn't have them laying around. He had them. They were high up on a bookshelf, but we could reach them. Now, my grandfather was a loving man. He really didn't mean no harm, and he probably had no idea that we were climbing up the bookshelf to get shotgun shells. And me and my cousin, shout out to Coach East, we actually attempted one time to saw a shotgun shell open.
What? Saw it open?
Yeah, we tried to saw it open because we
wanted to see what was inside it.
Well, we wanted to. We got the idea off a cartoon or something, like we was going to put a string in it and we was going to set the string on fire and see what would happen, right?
Right.
And my grandmother, thank God, she came out right while we was trying to saw the thing open. You know what I mean?
So y'all, what y'all was trying to saw the gun or just the shell?
The shell.
So, well, I mean,
It was the shell.
I guess I don't know if anything would have happened. It's not wasn't in the gun. It was with a discharge or something. If you just saw the shell.
I don't know, but the way my grandmother, we got beat for that.
Well, you should have got a beat because she's letting you know, hey, this ain't something that you should be playing with. Because the next time you may try to take that shell and load it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
but I just use it as that for example to
Right.
say that some parents may not be completely aware that these kids are so into everything. You know what I mean? They may feel like the gun is in a safe place, or you know what I mean?
The gun has to be locked.
But
the gun, it has
what
to be
you're
locked.
saying is absolutely correct. Like we have to put these things away and out of reach in a safe, in a secure, like he said, in a secure location to make sure that this doesn't.
Right.
Because this could have been very bad, man.
It could have been very, very, very bad.
This could have been very bad.
And then the parents would have been blaming themselves their whole life. You know what I'm saying? Right? Could have split the parents up, could have split the home up, because the mom could have felt this way about the firearm. The dad could say, hey, look, you were home. You know what I mean? It could be a number of things. But no kid, for any schools, or period, or any of those things, but no kid, no kindergartner should have a firearm in their book bag, in their backpack. I mean, evidently he was showing it off to his buddies and his friends and his kids, you know, maybe thinking it was cool, or because look, you're in the kindergarten, you don't have no beef like that. You know what I'm saying? There was a show and tell type.
Unless times have really changed, but
right.
You know what I'm saying? And then too, I mean, you talking about a kindergarten. You know what I mean? And this is another disturbing part about this that I really don't like. I know when London was in kindergarten, her lunch in her backpack every morning, we made sure she had everything that she was supposed to. We knew what was in her backpack going to school. Is it possible that the kid could have found the gun in the car and put it in the bag, maybe?
Man, look.
But to me, that seems...
That seems a bit far-fetched because if I'm a child and I'm in the back seat and I see the firearm on the floor, I say, Mama, here's your firearm, or Dad, it's a gun on the floor or something. You know what I'm saying? This was taken out of the house purposely by this child. You know what I'm saying? But the child... See, look, when you're talking about a kid, they're not aware of this type of danger. You know what I'm saying? That they're putting themselves and others in. You know what I'm saying? They're not aware of the risk by taking that gun and putting it in there. You know what I'm saying? They're only seeing movies. They're only seeing what they hear on music, hearing music or whatever, like you said, in cartoons. You know what I'm saying? This is what they're susceptible to these things through that. You know what I'm saying? So, look, this thing could have happened. It could have been bad. This could have been all bad. You know what I'm saying? So I thank God that nothing happened. But going back to the original question, we just have to hold the parents accountable.
Yeah, this one, it just feels like, you know, complete irresponsibility.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they gave very limited details about this, so it's hard to say what was what. But just the thought of it, like somebody, you know, a kindergarten, as emotional as, you know, distraught some of these children are at times. Like, you remember when you was a kid, everything was kind of like magnified. It was easy for your feelings to get hurt. You got people walking around now, grown people, who still harnessing things that happened to them when they was kids.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I would be so, just thinking that if my child was at that school and that occurred, how I would feel about that, man.
Look, and this is not even one of those times where you're yelling at your child. You know, sometimes you kind of try to take it out on the child. You know better than this. No, they don't. So I would hope that during this is a lesson learned for these parents, right? I mean, because this is your fault. This is your firearm.
Right.
You left this firearm out. So I don't want the message. I don't want, you know, because sometimes that could happen. You know what I'm saying? You know better than to take this. We've already talked this. We talking about children. So look, no matter how much you talk to your children at this age and they see you and it seems like a good time, that may not register for them.
That's a whole fact right there.
You know what I mean? It's not like their minds are developed and they're capable of understanding like the danger or the risk. Like I said before, so look, this is all on the parents. I mean, I'm not even gonna deflect and beat around it or skirt around it. This is all on the parents.
Yeah. There's no way, like, yo, it's so disturbing, man.
It is.
Just a kindergarten, like a damn kindergartner?
Oh, man.
With a gun in his backpack.
And listen, I'm thinking it's just about, look how this kid weighing more than, 40, 50 pounds or whatever. I don't know, 60 pounds, 70, just depends on, I don't know how the kindergarten is supposed to weigh. But we're talking about a little kid with a firearm. Because he can't control where that bullet can go. If he grab that trigger and squeeze it, it's going to pop up and there's no telling who's going to get hit.
And cool, and you know, let's give a shout out to the teacher who
Right.
once it was discovered, she took the proper precautions to keep everybody safe.
Right. So what did she do in the midst of this? Her discovering that this child had a gun. What precautions or steps did she take?
I mean, basically, she, you know, took the. Once she discovered it was in there, I would assume, like I said, this story they didn't really go into details,
Right.
Because I guess they, being that it's the fourth weapon found in their district this year, like, yo, what the hell, Robinson County, what is
Robinson
it?
County.
Robinson County, what the hell y'all got going on? Yeah.
Oh man, that's crazy, man.
4, and
Crazy.
this is
And you know that's on the outside of
this is
February.
October. School
October.
started in August.
4.
And y'all, and 4 weapons have been found on school property,
Man.
and since August.
But I'm like, and it kind of makes you wonder, you know, dealing with school. And look, thank God for school security. Now, I mean, growing up, I didn't care for it. I didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? But seeing these incidents, these are occurring a lot around America. These firearms in schools. You know what I'm saying? They was there when we were in school, but it just wasn't this visible. We didn't just go around. You had to really know or be cool with somebody to know that they had a firearm in school or something. You know what I'm saying? It's not like now where these kids are just bold and they're just ready to brandish these firearms.
I mean, because
You know what I'm
in
saying?
all honesty, like, you know, and I'm not proud of it, but we did that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We was doing that in middle school. Like I said, a lot of us were off the porch early and was involved in things we shouldn't have been involved in.
Right.
But just the thought of it now that we're older and we have children and we understand the dangers. Just like me and you was talking here on the show when we was talking about when we got blown out in that basketball game. Like, they won the game, but we had the pistols on the bus.
Right. Y'all want, yeah.
And that's a whole fact.
But
and we were young.
but
We wasn't even in high school at that
and it's
point.
crazy because and listen, we were aware of the danger, right, that would happen. So I think that we was ready for, you know, maybe stuff to pop off, but you know, it's not like we was always looking. We was trying to protect ourselves.
That's a fact.
Right, these kids out here hunting. They're hunting now.
And I would hope that a kindergarten is not hunting out here hunting.
Man, I hope as well, but I mean, I don't know. It just because these kids are, you know what? I can give you an incident growing up when a kid had a gun in a house and he was playing with it. Everyone was laughing, but my cousin Maurice, Nori Lawson. And if you listening to this show, you know what I'm talking about. You know where we were. I'm just not interested in put, you know what I'm saying? But
Right, that's a fact.
so the kid was going around with the gun, and he was holding the gun, and my cousin Maurice, you know him, you know what I mean? At this time, he was already out there, you know what I'm saying? My cousin Reese Lawson, he was already out there. And,
Shout out to Reese too.
and the kid turned around with the gun towards him, he jumped up and flipped out. And everybody in the house was like, "Damn, why you tripping?" They laughed. He's like, "Yo, nah." And it literally got serious between him and the kids' family members in that house, because you know how Reese is. Reese ain't backing down for nothing. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to, Reese one of them dudes, look, you're going to have to show me. I'm from the show me state. You got to show me. You know what I'm saying? So and it got heated. So I was thankful that was able to bring that situation down and calm down through that. But it's just like those things, you see these growing up, and now you see this like this, and it's like, damn, what have we gotten ourselves into with our children? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like it's almost, you kind of feel bad for passing behavior like this down. You know what I'm saying? Because behavior is learned.
And that was the one thing that, you know what I'm saying, once I had a child, you know what I mean? I prided myself on it. I tried my best to keep my daughter away from a lot of the things that I had to experience growing up. I hope I did a good job. You know what I'm saying?
I think you did do a good job. Sure.
But so incident like her, carrying a firearm to school, that would have never happened. So I just got a bunch of questions for the parent. Right. If I was able to speak to the parent, like, how the hell does this happen? How at kindergarten? Like I said, like London, when she was that age, before she got on the bus, or I can't remember, we was taking her to school, she was getting on. Matter of fact, I think we was even taking her to school at that point. We knew everything she had. We knew her classwork, we knew her homework, we knew her lunch, we knew how many pencils, like we knew everything that was in her bag. Right. And I just can't even imagine, how does one get a gun into a bag?
I mean, the only way is, because the parents were
somebody was very irresponsible.
Somebody was irresponsible. Let's just say that. That's the perfect way to say it, just because of the parents' irresponsibility. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta, when you have these children, man, and that young, you have to be able to focus around these children because they're watching you, man. These children are smart, man. Their brains are not developed enough to understand everything, you know what I'm saying, or all the parameters of having that gun, or what could happen, or what's the possibilities or the dangers. They may not, but they are watching, and they just as curious as anything. Look, because I know if I see my dad with something growing up, I want it too. I mean, I ain't lying. My daddy was walking around with a joint, I wanted one. I ain't lying. I'm just telling you the truth. If he put it down, I'm going to steal it.
Yeah, I remember, they drinking my pops, beer, all of that.
That's what I'm saying.
It wasn't looking like, I wanted to be my father.
That's all I'm saying, because look, and that really is important in the home.
But like, you know what you do in your home? But see, this is another side to this. Like I said, the fact that they gave so limited information, it's hard to decipher what actually occurred here.
So we just trying to throw out things, just trying to figure out what's happening.
And you got to understand, in a lot of these homes, there's no man present.
Yeah, you're right. But I look, in this situation, no, you know what? I'm not even going to say that in this day and time. I was going to say, this situation and him taking that gun to school, I expect a man or someone of a male to be present in the house. It may not have to be a father, a brother, older brother, uncle, or something. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So, I don't know. And then it may not be true. He could just be a single parent home with his mom. It could be. You know what I'm saying? Right. But I mean, regardless of that, I mean that really doesn't even matter in this situation. I mean, I think that just even trying to bring that up is like almost stretching the conversation. I'm saying, like, it's not even that serious. But I just think that we, as parents, just got to do better. All of us. Right. Not just this situation, right? Because we all do things that we're not supposed to be doing, right? Let's try to be, let's try to prioritize what we do on the outside of raising our children. You know what I'm saying? Let's try to not keep it in their sight. And now I understand seeing situations like this, because now I understand when I was around my grandmother will always say, "You're not coming around no adults."
Your grandma was some shit.
And if you come around an adult while my grandmama was there and you say a word or say something or jump in the conversation, she's gonna slap you in your mouth. Yeah. I don't care what the conversation is about. You don't have no business in the room with adults. That's how my grandmama was. That's what she stood on, and she didn't play about it. You know what I'm saying? So I knew early on, like even though I was bad when I moved away from my grandmama and them up the hill in St. John. Even though I knew I was bad, but when I got away, I had a little bit of loose. I could be a little badder. I couldn't be like that there with them.
Right, around grandma.
I couldn't be like that around my grandmama and my dad. But when my mom was working all day and going to school, and my brother and my uncle was keeping me, I mean, look, I'm with it. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? So, but I do. But see, you don't understand those life lessons until you're older.
That's a whole fact, right?
You know what I'm saying? Well, not all of them, but you don't have to go through a tragic situation to understand. You know what I'm saying? We can always still try to guide our kids. And then sometimes you have those instances where, not like the kindergartner, but where kids get older and they do what they want to do, but that's not your, you know what I mean? As a parent, you did the best you could. You know what I'm saying? Raising your kid, trying to shield your kid from the horrors of the world and all these other things. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy to do. Because even if you do it in your home, once they walk out your home, they get to their friend's house, guess what? The friend's parents may be looser than you are. They may be able to listen to that music or watch that movie that she can't watch at home.
So final thoughts on this. Robinson County, Y'all need to get y'all shit together. 4 guns since the beginning of the school year is ridiculous.
But look, let's don't put this on the school because they did the right thing. They found the guns and no one got hurt. Let's not put this on the school. Let's say the parents. Not just in Robinson County.
But something
everywhere.
is going. I mean, because you talking about, yo, this is only October.
I get that. I get it.
So whether it be not enough community programs, not enough things for,
all right.
You know what I'm saying?
I see where you're going.
You know, all the way around the board,
Right.
like, you know, they got it's something. Okay, you're doing better. You're doing a great job reacting to these situations, but let's put some things in place so these situations don't happen.
Right. So look, before we move on, let me say this. I gotta shout my brother P Funk out. Today is his happy heavenly birthday, man.
Yo, shout out to Funk.
Look, P Funk
Heavenly birthday.
P Funk has been gone since I think 2011. I remember I was in Yazoo, Mississippi when I got the call, man. My greatest fondest memory. I try not to be emotional when I'm talking about this because I you know what I mean? I do have, you know what I'm saying? This is the person that raised me. This is the person that taught me how to fight. This is the person that taught me, hey, look, don't worry about bullies. You know what I'm saying? Fight back. It don't matter if you lose or none of that. You know what I'm saying? Fight back. Don't worry about bullies. Taught me how to dress. Taught me how to, you know, style my hair. Taught me how to do everything. Taught me how to talk to women. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? He taught everything that I have learned or know right now. I learned it from my big brother, and I got some from my Uncle Ray as well. That's why I know how to take care of a home and clean a home and cook and do certain things because of my Uncle Ray. But I also know how to. I also know how to be street smart, street savvy, and I also know how to be articulate when it comes to education and things like that because of my big brother. You know what I'm saying? Right. Sports savvy. I know about hip hop because of him. I mean, everything that I've learned, I have done, I modeled it after him. Everything from dating to doing the nasty, all of that. You know, I got all of that from P Funk, man.
Doing the nasty.
Doing the nasty. I'm gonna say it like that. I mean, everything that I learned from Pee Wee. I learned from P Funk, my brother. 9G raised me. St. John Village. I know I always say this. I'm from New York Street. I'm from University Street, Lincoln City area. But I will always stress the fact that St. John raised me. You know what I'm saying? I could talk about New York Street, Chestnut Street, where I lived. I could talk about all those places. I could talk about my daddy sitting me on the court at Lever Hines on Atkins Street while he and his friends play basketball.
St. John raised you.
But St. John raised me. 9G raised me, man.
That's a fact. And I've been all up and down the East Coast. You know, you already know my history.
Right.
St. John raised me as well. Mm-hmm. And I took St. John with me everywhere I went.
Everywhere I went, man.
And just like you, even though Pee Wee wasn't my blood brother like you know as well.
Right.
A lot of lessons I learned came from him too.
Oh, man.
So right here on the show, can we toast up to P Funk?
Man, let's toast up to P Funk, man. We should have had shot glasses and everything, man, because now I'm a little emotional and I'm trying not to be emotional, you know what I mean? Shout out to P Funk, man.
Shout out to P Funk, man.
It's the discussion, man. On the discussion, this is the only show I'm telling y'all where you're going to come and get real conversation, real discussions, because look, that's what we do, man. We outside, baby. We here. This is what they get, man. And this is why I say I love this show. This is why I love doing this. I love being here. Even when I have the hardest days, I still show up.
That's a whole fact.
You know what I'm saying? I may have the hardest day at work, may walk in the door and just sit down for a second. I just got to sit down. Right. I'm tired. My brain tired. You know what I'm saying? I've been thinking all day. Now I got to come on and just do something that I like to do. And this is what I like doing. This is what I love doing, man. Shout out to the discussion, man.
And just like the Ghost, man. Shout out to the Ghost too.
Shout out to the Ghost.
Ghost told me, you know what I'm saying? Last time I saw Ghost, he said, I appreciate you looking out for my baby brother. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And that shit is real like that,
right.
bro. Like y'all my brothers. Y'all always been my brothers.
Right, yeah.
We used to fight. We used to get into
yes,
have our squabbles or whatever, and go through it. But at the end of the day, man, right there, it's a blessing to be sitting here with you. I'm 43 years old. You 42. Hey, you talking about,
turn 43.
You know, something that's going back to 10, 11 years old. That's like 30 years, man.
Man, that's a long time ago.
You know what I'm saying? So,
and that's a testament to the brotherhood and the familyhood that we have growing up. Because look how distant. I haven't seen before we clicked back together. It was just like if we just, you know what I mean, not ever separated. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
And if we was back talking to each other the same way. It wasn't like when I saw you, I'm holding back what I'm feeling and what I'm saying. The first time I saw you after all these years,
went right back to it.
How many years? 15, 20 years? We went right back to me.
Right
you,
back
and,
to
yes,
it.
and you know what you told me? And it kind of made me feel good, kind of made me feel bad. You know what you told me when we were doing it? You said, E, man, you still worse as hell, man. Man, you just like that badass kid that you was back then, but you just a dope with it, but you do it different. Like, man, you still worse as hell, man.
Yo, that's
you like, but I love you though, bro.
Yo, I love you too, man. Like, yo, that you know, it's real. Yo, he was worse as a kid. You know what I'm saying?
I come knock your stuff out your hand.
Yeah, man. He was always doing something crazy. But, you know, all in all, we got past all of that. It's a blessing for us to be here today. And, you know what I'm saying, through it all. You know, my brother, man. And you know, I hold that to my heart. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. No doubt.
So, if P is looking from above,
right.
I you know what I'm saying, I feel that energy. I hope
Yo, listen, you know why?
Smiling down on us.
Listen, I'm going to get it. Before we move on, I want to touch on this Urban Meyers situation, but I do want to say this. You know what really made me tough and what really made me start to look at people from the outside of my home different? Because one day I was in the house and Pee Wee was dating Kichi, and Kiko was born, right. Kichi was there, and Pee Wee was, you know, he was like he lifted weights and all that back then.
Facts.
So we were in the house one day and he's sitting there, and I'm still young because when Kiko was born, you know, Pee Wee was 15. Yeah. So I couldn't have been no more than 10, because P like 5-6 years older than me.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I could have been like 9 or 10. Yo, he told me to do something. He was like, move. You know what I mean? I said something, and Kichi was right there, and she said something. I was like, I ain't moving, I ain't doing. Said something to him. You know what he did? And I'm laying on the floor on my stomach.
Right.
He got up and stomped me on my butt, like stomped me hard. You know, my little joint. I got my little joint. I'm laying on the floor. Got
little nuts.
Man, and squashed me.
Squash your little nuts.
Man, and then he told me, he said, yeah. He said, you know why I do you like this? He said, because somebody from the outside won't be able to do you. And when they do it, it ain't going to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo.
And what's crazy about
why
Pete,
you that cold, yo?
But you know what,
he
though?
was cold.
Pete did that to all of us, man. You know
what I
mean?
don't see him doing that to y'all.
Not that. He did it to me.
Man, he used to slap me like I was.
Well, nah, he ain't slapped me.
Man,
He ain't slapped me. But, I think I told this story on the show one time before. I got to a point at age, like, yo, I was getting a little money and thought I was, you know what I'm saying? And I can remember running up on Pete one day, and Pete used to always want to slap box.
Right.
So Pete like, yo, he coming with this. And I'm just like, man, nigga, you ain't, you know what I mean, in my brain. So I'm like, yo, Pete, go ahead on with your bullshit, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you know what I mean? So he still kept at it. So eventually, I done got pissed off. And Dog is there too. It's like Dog, Spanky, Smoke, like, you know what I mean? So I really actually go try to fight people. You know what I mean?
Man.
I done built up the confidence now off of a little juice that I done got in the street or whatever. Now I'm coming at Pete.
Right.
Yo, before I knew it, I was up in the air hitting the ground. And instead of going at Pete, I went at Dog. And listen, yo, this is my word. I went at Dog like, oh, you ain't gonna help me, nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying? You
right. I'm right here, Dog. Like, nah, I ain't finna jump in that.
Like, nah, man, you on your own right now.
But listen, none of us never jumped each other as brothers.
But you know what though? Out of the thing about Pete was, you know, you would go through those situations with him, but he will always come back later.
Right.
On.
And
later on that day, we used to buy the cases of Old Gold. Now I'm 14, 15 years old, but we drink Old Gold.
We send Ray to the store.
You know what I'm saying? P got the case of Old Gold out there. He like, yo, see, come here. And you know what I mean? He shot me Old Gold. He was like, listen. And some of the same things that you saying up here, that he did to you, I understand it because I kind of went through those things with him. He's like, you know what I mean? Y'all are it.
Yeah,
we the pill. We family.
We family, man.
So when it's time to, you know, get busy, I need for all of y'all to, you know what I'm saying, we got to look out for each other. And I'm just making y'all tough.
Exactly. I probably got beat up by all the older people out there. Everybody that was older than us, our age group that was running, I got beat up by all of them. I got beat up by P-Funk, Eric King, Spanky. I got beat up by everybody. I got beat up by Smoke.
Yeah, me too.
You know what I'm saying? Lafayette. I got beat up by Lafayette for messing with Dwayne and DeMont. I got, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But at least I got beat up by everybody.
But we just sat here and reminisced on P. Shout out to
man. Shout out to P-Funk. I had to do that, man.
That
because,
love is forever.
You know what? And I'm glad I did get a chance to get it out because it's not often. Because I was gone when this happened, when P passed.
Right.
I was gone. I was in You know what I'm saying? In federal incarceration. We talking 2011. You know what I'm saying? And then I didn't get to see him. You got to think. Then I didn't come home until 2018 to the end of 2018.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So you think about how I was going from. I had moved to Georgia. He come to Georgia to see me, him and Rob and them. But
and we'll come back with your CD.
And we'll come back with my But see, I didn't get to see him from 2007 to that whole time, and all he talked about was, man, I can't wait till you get back to North Carolina. They transfer you, send you back here, man, so I can see you. And I talked to him. And a couple of months later, he died. After about the last couple of times I talked to him, man, I think that day was the worst day of my life. Yeah. It was the worst day of my life. You know what I mean? It felt like, you know what I'm saying? So I could imagine how it would feel, you know what I mean, with my parents or something. You know what I mean? Or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So it was one of them things, man. I'm just grateful that I had that in my life. Right. I'm grateful that I had somebody that still cared enough to say, you know, even though I followed him, quit school because of him, my mom was angry about all these things. So look, let's go into something else. Let's finish. Let's get this Urban Meyer. Let's touch
before we leave off of that, let me give a shout out to my man Nick, man.
Okay.
Who's behind that wall.
That's right,
and
man.
who experienced a similar thing. You know what I'm saying? Losing his brother.
Losing DT, man. Hey,
yo, shout out to D. Shout out to DI. Shout out to Nick, man.
Shout out
Those
to
are my brothers too. Yeah. They come from that element. That's family.
Shout out to Miss Carolyn.
Yeah.
Shout out to Miss Carolyn. You know what I mean? Look, we love you, and I know I can imagine how this has affected her. Right. And I haven't seen her. I seen her one time, maybe a year and a half ago.
Well, I saw her during that time,
and I hugged her.
And I was very impressed with the way. I mean, she was just a soldier through that whole thing. Yes, like she was making sure everybody else was okay.
Right. That's Miss Carolyn.
During that time, and you know, like shout out to that whole family. Shout out.
Right.
But my prayers are with Nick. You know what I'm saying? And that's my guy.
We love y'all, man. We love y'all.
I love Nick,
man. We love y'all out there, man. Shout out, man. R.I.P. to Uzi, man. R.I.P. man. To Dikey, man, to Boo, man. Shout out to the people out there, man. And man, y'all never gonna be forgotten. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna always be missed.
Yeah, my man.
You know what I'm saying?
Too.
Shout out to Weed, man. Shout out to Weed, man. I mean, look, Rufus Morrison. Everybody already know him, man. Shout out to him, man. Man, look, the people out there, man. Look, y'all never be forgotten, man. This is the K, man. This Kingston strong, man. We K-Town strong all day, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's one day Kingston strong, but those like a lot of the people you naming off was like, you know, people who was close to.
Right.
So yeah. But moving right along, Urban Meyer.
Urban Meyer in hot water.
Urban Meyer, Oscar Meyer, Urban Meyer.
I think we should call him Oscar Meyer because his wiener almost got him in trouble this week. You know what I mean? I know it's corny, but it was Oscar Meyer, his wiener.
So we got to get through this real quick. But let's just say this right here, man. For those who don't know, Urban Meyer is the football coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars. He's a legendary college coach.
Yes, sir.
Bringing national championships to Ohio State and Florida.
Yep.
And took a relatively unknown Utah team to win a bowl championship.
Right.
Not national championship, but they won a bowl. So his college credentials are extraordinary.
Right.
He's going to the NFL. There was a video that surfaced of him in a nightclub, and some chick was backing that thing up on him.
Right.
She was working it on him.
Right. So I'm even hearing stories, according to First Take, Stephen A. Smith.
Right.
With his ratings going down good. That's good for him.
Okay.
According to Stephen A. Smith,
we can get a Stephen A.
He was even talking about Urban Meyer considering resigning.
Now this is just my opinion. I'm gonna give my spill on it. The video showed the girl. She was working it on him. But I don't think the ends justify the means of what they calling for. It's not like this was a porno tape. This was a man who was sitting at a bar, and a young lady was, you know, she was working it on him.
Yeah, but he has a wife though, right?
He has a wife.
So that's the
children.
thing. See, it's a character thing with the college.
But see, he's the coach of Jacksonville Jaguars.
Exactly, but I mean, even as for the organization, it's a character thing, right? So you will want to bring in somebody that will provide character to your teammates in the locker room. You don't want them out doing things, being mischievous and all these other things, right? I'm just asking, would you?
I mean, let's be
as being in management.
But let's be realistic about this. I mean, I stand on the opposite end of this only because I mean it was not much there. Okay, a chick was dancing on him. So freaking what, man? You know what I'm saying?
I get it. It's not a problem for me. That's that. Look, I think it's worse things in the world that could happen.
There are far worse things in the world that could be happening. I know dudes that got wives who go to strip clubs with them.
Right.
I mean, let's not be so sensitive about some of these things, man. I don't think that man should lose his job over that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I mean, if his wife gonna stay with him, like, let his wife make the call. I mean, really, that's what it boiled down to.
Right.
Is his wife
upset?
I mean, apparently so. But if she's choosing to stay by his side, why should he lose his career?
I look, and I know he's probably gonna be in hot water with his wife for that. It was just a dance. I'm just saying, people are normal. These are things that normal people do. These are things that people go out in the clubs and do. I think that his personal life, when it comes to that, should remain that. However, him having that position, right, being a leader over people. You know what I'm saying?
So leaders I'm
not saying that
nobody can back it up on a leader.
No, somebody can, but I'm just saying that. I think most people are saying that.
You think nobody back it up on General Cornwall?
I'm sure they are, but I think that most people are saying, look, Urban Meyer should have used better judgment. That's it. Being in this place, I mean, with it like that, or with the woman dancing on him. I think that's all people are saying. He should have had better judgment. Look, I don't look. I think if I say he had better judgment, he should have had better judgment because of his wife. I don't care about the team.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Let's just say they were at a different location and they were doing the La Bamba or something like that. Some kind of
it wouldn't have been a problem.
Some kind of dance that's up close and personal.
But like the dancing with
but
the
you dancing close.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have been all that.
But only because it was the location where they was at.
Right.
And
right.
But it wasn't that.
I would have thought it would have. If that would have happened, it would have been a different location with what you're saying and trying to convey.
Should he lose his job then?
No. But I think that the narrative would have been different. It would have been a different story by then. By then, the story would have probably been Urban Meyer dancing to the La Bamba with some unknown hot chick. You know what I'm saying? Then everybody would have been trying to figure out who the chick is. Maybe he know her, maybe he don't know her, these things. I'm just saying, they may have been super fans and came up to him in that specific club where he was and just started shaking. Listen, let me give you an example. No, really, that happened. Listen, hold up, listen.
Okay,
look, for real.
I'm with you.
The first time, when I first came home and came from the halfway house, my wife took me out. And listen, we went 2 places. We went right up to the Bison. Mm-hmm. You know where the Bison is up there going toward North Raleigh, and this chick was in there. I mean, just looked at me, asked my wife. I ain't lying. Turned to me and said, "Hey, look." You know, just started. You know, man, my wife right there. My wife like, and I'm like, "Oh my God." You know what I mean? I'm like,
right. I
don't know what to do. And then it had another occasion where we went to the one that closed down off of, what's the sports bar that closed down? Over here in Raleigh. The one that closed down and had the shootings, always people out there fighting and all this other stuff. Well, we went there and girls just jump off the bar on both sides of me. My wife right here just jumped down and come around. And I'm like, yo, my wife like, yo, you need to come on this side. They come over here and another girl did it.
Son, you got a popping like that?
Yo, I'm just saying, yo.
Where you want to go out, son?
It's a vibe.
Where you want to go out, son?
It's a vibe.
Yo, can I hang with you? Can I roll with you? Can I be down with you?
I don't even promote that or do that. It just happens. And my wife was there to witness this.
Can I roll with you? Can I hang with you?
So
can
I'm
I
just
be down
saying,
with
look, I'm just saying.
But you ain't answer my question.
Huh?
Can I roll with you?
Anytime.
Can I be down with you?
Anytime.
When we going? When we hitting the town, man?
Never. Never. I'm not going to the couch. I'm not going to no other bed. I'm going to sleep in my bed.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
What I mean?
What I tell you about the beds, man?
No, you call it what you want to.
Listen,
I like my bed.
I like my bed over there. So.
Well, hey, it is what it is. I mean, hey,
you gotta be manly.
I ain't saying nothing to you. Hold up.
You gotta be manly.
Listen, whatever you
do, I need to call Uncle Chappelle up in here?
Let me ask you this. Everything that you do or whatever you go to, I will support you. Right. Support me. Don't come for me. Support me. Just say that's cool, bro. I feel you.
Okay, that's cool.
I mean, that's how I do you. That's cool. I mean, look. Hey,
you was criticizing me at one point.
I never criticized
you.
you.
Yeah, you did.
I never criticized
you.
you. You know, I probably said something
Meek
along the
Wills,
line.
Meek Wills is in the comment section. Now, you got people here who been here from day one who understand and know what I'm talking about. Don't try to lie to the people today.
Well, don't act like Urban Meyer.
Urban Meyer should not lose his job.
No,
Urban Meyer should be able to continue on with his career for what that was. Stop being so damn sensitive.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. I don't think this is like job
damn, yo, let
violence.
his wife say I don't want to be with him no more.
Right. It don't matter even if she say that. Let him and his wife deal with that personally. Because that has nothing to do with y'all. Y'all always want to just talk about that. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
And
knock
be
it
running your
off,
mouth.
yo. It ain't that.
Right. Especially Stephen A. Smith. I'm sick of his tail, man. I ain't lying, man. I'm sick of him, man. I don't really like him no more. I really don't. I don't like him. I don't even watch First Take no more. I like Shannon Sharp and them show better anyway. Yeah, I like Shannon Sharp and them show better anyway. Him and Skip.
Yo, it's been corny since, you know what?
Since Skip left. Nah. He used to be mad with Skip.
You know why it's corny?
Oh, but Jamel Hill used to be up there. Remember Jamel was there?
Well, I mean, she would fill in sometimes, but you know why ESPN is corny now? Period.
Why?
They got too many damn women in there.
You know what? It's time to go, bro. Yeah, we past time. I mean, we ain't going there, bro. I ain't gonna do that. Yeah, we ain't doing that, bro.
Yo, so
shout out to my women out there, man. Shout out to my sisters, bro. We ain't doing that.
Yo, tell the people where they can find us.
Hey, look, man, y'all can find us on Spotify right now everywhere, unless they pull the plug on us because of, you know what I mean. These
they don't want to. Yo, Facebook, I want my freaking money too. Yo, stop playing with me, nigga.
Send that check, Facebook. Stop trying to hold us up, playing with us, man.
Yo,
trying to handle us.
They playing with me,
right,
man.
The discussion is popping, man. You know what I'm saying? The joint is popping.
Yo,
man.
my numbers is
good. Radio,
Spotify, violations,
SoundCloud, YouTube.
They giving me fake violations, man.
Right, they trying to hold us back, man. So you know what?
Yo, y'all owe me money, man. Stop playing with me, man.
Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, whoever you are, man.
Zuckerberg, pay up, man. Cut the check.
Listen, stop playing. Stop holding this money back, man. Stop trying to fake flag the black folks, man. Because that's what you're doing, man. Look, the woman just came out now. The whistleblower on you now.
That's crazy.
So we've been talking about this. If you go back to our videos, Mark Zuckerberg, whoever you are. I did a whole
live about it for about 2 hours venting. When I called Fat Joe, and y'all gonna flag me, and we still.
That's the man's name.
We still.
Right.
Got the violation.
Right. Yo, they just trying. They see how we moving out here, man. This joint is taking.
Yo, we got 20,000 followers. Stop playing, yo.
Yo, give me my money, man.
Pay up, nigga.
Give me my money. I don't know. Maybe we had too many drinks or something.
I don't care.
Too many shots in here.
I don't care.
We about to go off and we trying to make a complaint.
Listen, I don't care. They won't
even let us make a complaint.
That's what I'm saying. It's foul. They foul. And
Facebook foul.
Yo, matter of fact, yo, let me give a big shout out before we go, yo, to my man Cool Kim, yo, because Kim told me about this, and Kim just exited Facebook permanently. I mean, I got his personal number, so I know how to reach him, but.
Right.
For these very reasons, man. For these very reasons, like they not playing the game fair.
You could say the N-word. You could kill a black person, black people. You can kill people, murder people.
Yo, stop.
But you can't call nobody by their hip hop name.
And then when you get to the money, they coming up with all this. They're like Fat Joe.
That's the way to keep us from the money.
Talking about I'm bullying somebody, yo, knock it off, yo, and pay me my money.
Right.
I'm a blue. My Facebook joint.
I think we need to get a lawyer because we're a business now. We're an entity.
Yo, we got a check.
Right. We're an entity.
We get stars.
Right.
Stop playing, yo, and give me my money.
Right.
I need it. I want some Jordans and some Timberlands. It's winter. It's cold. My daughter need new shoes.
Yes, sir. Man, you sound like the knee baby. Wham, wham, wham.
Yo,
look, while we out of here, man, we got to get out of here, man. That's enough venting for today, man. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to all the viewers. Shout out to the new viewers. Tell your friends. Tell your people, man. Tell your people to like us, man. Tell them to hit that button, that notification bell. Man, tell them to subscribe to the channel, man. Tell them to hit the like, man. Smash it, and then on the end of that, just share it, man. Just keep on sharing it, man. Let the people know we here to stay. We not going nowhere. I told y'all this a while ago, but y'all didn't believe me. Y'all thought this was a game, man. iHeartRadio, Castbox, Spotify, Amazon Music. I'm going global. We going global with it. CNE Media Group. We here, baby. We a business now, man. There ain't no stopping us, man.
And make sure you tune in to Adam versus Eve at
tonight, 8 p.m.
Dope topic tonight, man.
We'll be live, man. Check out. And don't forget to subscribe, like to Adam versus Eve, to Pressure with CJ Dub.
Wait a minute, yo. You didn't even let me say the topic.
Okay, what's the topic, bro? I'm hyped right now. Call me Hype Williams.
Yo,
right
we
now.
touching
I'm Hype Williams right now.
We touching on if you know, saying you're not married, should the child actually have the last name? It's gonna be a dope show.
That's
man.
a dope show. That's a dope topic. I seen the topic this month. I was like, damn, that's a dope topic.
Yeah.
That's a dope topic.
We taking it there. We going all the way there. Shout out to
y'all pulling up out there, man. Y'all outside with this joint.
What's up, man? You got it. When you coming on the show?
When I'm invited, it's gonna have to be maybe
Stop
a Sunday or something.
You always invited.
Look like a Sunday, like on a work night. I can't do it.
You know what? With him saying that, I'm fed up.
Now I could do it on a Sunday.
I'd have had enough of E for one day.
Listen, I could do it on a Sunday night.
I'd have had enough of E for one day. Like I said,
y'all don't want me to come on the show because I might say anything. I don't know. I'm gonna get in trouble.
Hold on, can I talk to P for a second? He's still aggravating, bro. He's still aggravating.
He probably said, "I know." I'm sick of his ass too.
But y'all check us again on Tuesday, 6 p.m. And you know we black, so we may not be on time, but we're gonna always arrive. Until then, peace. Have a great day, man.